Hi everybody, I'm CJ Nelson from the Twister's Cookbook, your guide to twisted living, and welcome to Twisted 5. You're watching the second episode of 2025, and let's go ahead and get started. 2024 is going to go down as one of those watershed moments in balloon decorating and balloon twisting history with the demise of Qaulatex. And it's left a lot of people the question of, what now? So number one, now what? Qaulatex is gone. What are we going to do? Well, we have many options. It used to just be you're either Qaulatex or Betallic. But now we've got so many options. We've got Sempertex Betallic. We've got Prima. We've got Kalisan. There's Jamar. There's Brookloon. There's others. There's so many others. Decomex. And there's just so many options available. So if you want to know which one to switch to, get an assortment. Test them out. Most distributors you can get an assortment from. Get some assortments. Find out what colors you like, what feel you like. If you want to kind of know by the numbers, length, durability, things like that. Joshua Clark has been doing a lot of work on that. You can find his post on Facebook, and I'll try and put a link in the bottom so you can check that out. And there's just so many options. So my advice is go ahead, get an assortment, test them out, see for yourself, see what feels good to you, what looks good to you, because everybody's going to have their own preferences as far as brands. Which brings us to number 2. Let's go ahead and talk about the newest kid on the town offering 260s, and that is Tuftex. Okay, this is the TT260. Now, Tuftex has made a big splash in the decorating world, really exploding on the scene in the last few years with a lot of great colors. And so Tuftex has already released 25 colors of the TT260. Why are we getting 260s from Tuftex? Well, Tuftex purchased the factory in Canada where Qaulatex used to make their Entertainer series of balloons. And so we now have balloons from Tuftex being made on the same equipment by some of the same employees that the Qaulatex balloons were made from. And they're going to be releasing various colors, and they have the capabilities to make more than just the 260s. They're just at Florida Super Jam showing off their balloons and showing people what they have. And there's just going to be more coming. There's a great interview of one of the Tuftex owners on the Sarah Meyer Thorne balloon podcast called Bright Balloon. It's mostly geared toward decorators, but it is a great podcast interview of one of the owners of Tuftex, and we are finding out that there will be more in the Entertainer line of balloons. My personal hope is that we will see 646s coming in. I love the 660s from Sempertex, but sometimes that little linking part on the end is kind of annoying. So let's hope that will happen. But we got a lot to look forward to with Tuftex and other brands that are rapidly becoming available. Number 3, Valentine's Day is fast approaching. Are you prepared? There's a lot of great YouTube videos on how to make quick stuff for line work, restaurant works, and parties, but I'm talking if you're doing deliveries, if you're doing candy cups, are you prepared for Valentine's Day? There's really not that many tutorials available exclusively geared towards Valentine's Day. There's some designs in the old Balloon Magic magazines that are really good. You can learn this great Cupid from Jason Sakota and Eric Weinstein on their Balloon Guys YouTube channel. It's part of their paid subscription. It's $14.99 a month. They're not producing any new content, but for $14.99 you can learn this really amazing Cupid, and it's definitely worth go ahead and doing that. There's like 9 or 10 videos on there, all great stuff. You can learn the really creepy scarecrow, because nothing says I love you like a giant creepy scarecrow. Just kidding. But if you are looking for tutorials for some like really great stuff that's geared just for Valentine's Day, Mauricio Ramon has got you covered. He has a just released one that is $50, and you learn bouquets. So you can learn a beginner bouquet, a intermediate bouquet, and a really advanced bouquet. And if you aren't familiar with his tutorials, Mauricio Ramon is a great artist. He makes great tutorials. If you want to learn some outstanding bouquets, that could be worth the investment. Also, he has one called Valentine's Day Buddies, and it is awesome. I really like this tutorial. I purchased it last year when he released it. It was $25 at the time. On the image, the cover image is a great gorilla. I didn't make it for Valentine's Day. I made it for a delivery piece, and it is really, really good. And today I just went ahead and wanted to play with it. I went ahead and made his Teddy the Bear, made some modifications, and it's on there, and it is great. So if you're doing deliveries and you want some really wild pieces, I would recommend checking out those from Mauricio. You can contact him. You could also check out the premium Facebook tutorials group on Facebook and just go ahead and put him in the search area. Number 4, how do you roll your balloons? Even with nozzle up bags, a lot of us still roll our balloons to keep them in nice tight clumps inside of our bags to keep them organized. Over the years, I've tried different things. I have used craft foam. I have used shelf liners that I then cut to size for myself. Once upon a time, I had the balloon roll-ups that Matt Falloon used to sell out of Australia. But for years now, I have been using these. These are presentation covers made by fellows, and you can get them on Amazon. And this is kind of what they look like. You secure them with rubber bands at the top and bottom, and as you pull balloons out, they cinch down on themselves and become tighter. You can hold 50 260s. I usually keep about 35 to 50 360s, depending on which color it is, in my bag. And I've got lots of these presentation colors. Thanks to Rose Burkholder, who was the first one who told me about them. So you can get a pack of 25 for $15 off Amazon, or since we have lots of different colors and different sizes, you can get 200 of them for $35, and you will find a link in the comments below. Number 5, a little bit of shameless self-promotion here, but hey, I can do whatever I want. After all, it's my show. Twister's Cookbook is now on Instagram. We are going to be promoting the tutorials that we sell on the Instagram page. We'll have discount alerts in our posts. We'll have tips and tricks on how to be a better entertainer, business person, balloon artist, all the things I've learned over the years I want to share with people. We'll also have exclusive videos on Instagram as well. There won't be a subscription. It'll just be free. Everything will be free on the Instagram. But please, I'd like for you to follow us, and to encourage people, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. I have something very special. Ooh, Spiderman heads. Yes, I've got Spiderman heads, and I'm going to be giving them away. For every milestone we hit, I'll give away a bag of 50 Spiderman heads. So when we get 100 subscribers, I'll send someone 50 heads. When we get 250 subscribers, I'll send another bag of 250 out, and when we get 500 subscribers, I will send the final bag of 50 Spider-Man print heads out. So hope you follow us there to see what's going on at the Twister's Cookbook, because we got a lot of great stuff coming this year. Also, if you want to follow me personally, it's Magical Twist. I'll put that in the bottom too, and that's just my business and what I do for fun when I'm making, all these things here in my my studio. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Twister's Twisted 5, and we'll see you next time.